Day, and we're going to be playing a game of 40k. So we don't have our desert table yet, but we've got a bunch of desert terrain. We've got like 3 times this much, so we're going to be playing a game on this here board with random bastions in the corners. And it's 2,000 points. We're getting ready for a tournament at Dragon's Horde in Harrisonburg, I think it is. So I'm playing footdar. Where is it at? Staunton? Okay. Near Harrisonburg. Staunton, I guess. The end of the month. And I'm playing footdar. Basically the list I brought to Origins plus 150 points. And Steve is bringing Necrons. Steve, this is your army here. You want to go through what's in it?
No, Imotech shall do it for me.
Okay, Imotech.
Alright. So, chipping over several chairs here. Alright, so we have Imotech, the Storm Lord, in here for the HQ choices. Unrakir, the Traveler, which shall be the Lord from the Annihilation Barge box set.
Okay.
Also the Catacomb Command Barge box set. Royal Court with a Cryptek, an Aeon Stave, and a Chronometron with Imotech.
So there's a Chronometron, then you've got...
And then there's each warrior squad of the 2 has a Cryptek with Eldritch Lance, one of which has a Solar Pulse.
Okay.
Then there are 3 warrior squads. 2 squads of 9 warriors have the Crypteks with them. And there's a squad of 10 embarked in the Ghost Ark. Alright, then we have 10 Canotech Scarabs, if I can speak at all anymore. Then we have 2 squads of Race. I accidentally put 3 out because I was thinking of an older list. But there's actually 2 squads of Race. There are 4 wood coils in each squad. I will be editing that later to put in the shooting weapon. I'm not sure the name of it.
Okay.
And there's 3 Annihilation Barges, the Catacomb Command, and as mentioned earlier, the Ghost Ark.
Okay, this is representing the command barge. He hasn't put his last one together yet, so...
Yeah, 2 in the box still.
So 3 squads of warriors, scarabs, 2 squads of wraiths, and a bunch of shootiness. Alright, so that's going to be a rough list. This is, I think, my 6th or 7th game with my 6th game with footdar. Because I did 2 before Origins and 3 at Origins. So I've got 10 Guardians with Scatter Laser, 10 Guardians with a Scatter Laser, 8 Dire Avengers, Eldrad the Man, Althran, and then I've got a group of 8 Banshees, no upgrades. I've got a squad of 10 Wraithguard as troops. I've got the Wraithseer. If I end up playing at the tournament at Dragon's Horde, I'm going to switch it up for the Avatar. 2 Wraith Lords. Obviously, the Wraithseer has the D-Cannon because I'm not a moron. Wraith Lords, Missile Launcher, Bright Lance on both of them, and double Flamers. 3 Warwalkers with Scatter Lasers. 7 Fire Dragons with Exarch with Fire Pike and Crackshot. And another squad exactly the same, so 2 squads of Fire Dragons there. And that is my army. So I want to go ahead and roll for mission and all that jazz. It's a little bit dark here, it's storming outside. Okay, I will roll for mission and all that jazz.
Alright, go ahead.
Annihilation.
As usual.
Probably both pretty similar in that aspect. You might have a little bit more than me.
Yeah, probably. Hey, as long as it's not Spearhead, I'm happy.
You want to roll Spearhead?
Yeah, there you go. Actually, I haven't had a Dawn of War game in quite a while.
I'm okay with not getting Dawn of War. Pitch battle?
Quarters, yeah.
Alrighty. Initiative. I rolled a 4. Hey, you rolled both of yours lower than mine.
Hey, I rolled 5. Alright.
5. I never got
2 for 1 special. Always works.
Necrons. Okay. Alright, so here's my deployment. Got my Warwalkers, Guardians, big blob of Infantries, Wraithseer, Wraithguard, or Wraith Lords, and then my last squad of Guardians. Do you want to try to seize? Or actually, let me show you. He's got Wraithseer, Annihilation Barge, Warriors, Annihilation Barges, Ghost Ark with Warriors, Wraith, Scarabs, Anakir, and an Imotech and his friends chilling up there in that throne. About to blast them. Alright, so you want to try to seize Imotech's on a 4+.
Yeah, I will.
No.
I've never once made that yet.
I was kind of hoping you were going to seize. Okay.
Yeah, well, so was I.
My turn 1. Okay, my turn 1. Fortune, Feel No Pain, and Guided. Everything moved forward a little bit, pretty much like 3 or 4 inches. I got pretty crappy run or move rolls. He moved 2 inches with 3 dice. They moved like 3 or 4 inches.
3 inches.
These guys, with Divination, I jumped these back here and took this squad off of the Bastion and threw them over here. So during my turn, both these squads moved forward. This squad got night fighting distance to those Scarabs and killed 3 bases, which was pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, he was in range by like 3 inches, I think.
Yeah, I rolled a 30 inches, so that was boss. Everything else was out of range for the whole army, so going to bottom of 1. Okay, Necron turn 1. He's still standing up there on the throne. All these things move forward. Both of those warrior squads, those ones pretty much stayed in about the same place. And this flank moved forward over here. As far as shooting is concerned, you want to go through what you shot at?
No, not really.
Fair enough.
Yes, I here try to get line of sight over to the walkers in the back. I just wanted to see how close they were, and pretty much about 6 or 7 inches away from them for what I need for my 18-inch rule. Warriors here moved up 6 inches, attempted to shoot at the Wraith Lord. They failed their spying distance. The other warriors here moved up 6 inches, try to shoot at the walkers in the back, failed their spying distance. See,
you got some good shooting from those.
Yeah, these 2 Annihilation Bargers both moved up. One of them got in range, shot the Wraith Guards. Lightning arc to everything except for 2 squads on his army.
Yeah, I forgot about that stupid it arcs everything within 6 inches rule. So footdar gets hurt by that a little bit. He gets to roll for all of these units. Only got 1, fortunately, and he did 4 or 5 wounds, and I saved all but 1.
Yeah, I got 5 hits and 4 wounds on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one over here.
Yeah, this one over here shot into the Wraith Lord, got line of sight, and arced over to 5 units, I believe.
Yeah, and he didn't get any of those, but he got 3 6s on his to hit roll, so he got like way too many shots.
Yeah, and then the Eraser over here moved up and ran. I believe they went 9 inches or 9 or 10 inches.
Yeah. After everything's said and done, he did 2 wounds to this. He needed 5 to wounded and actually saved both of them after Fortune.
Yeah.
So that's it, going to 2. Alright, so this turn I just readjusted, moved some things around. They were shooting into the Wraiths to try to clear them out to get rid of cover from the Scarabs. I did not make my night fighting distance because this lightning's continuing, so that's kind of rough. So they did nothing. These guys did nothing. They were out of range also, and these ones hit the Wraith, did 2 wounds, and he made both of them. So this side of the board, no dice this turn. Everything else kind of moved, spread out, trying to prepare myself to not get lightning arced 1,000 times. Fortune, feel no pain again, I think, and guided. He didn't need the guide, apparently. He made both of his shots into that vehicle over there, and Bright Lance missile launcher. Bright Lance didn't do crap, but the missile launcher actually penetrated it and took a weapon off, so no more big cannon over there, and now it's armor 11 instead of 13. He didn't make his spotting distance, though. He was like 2 or 3 inches out. He tried shooting down there, was pretty far out of range, and everything else just spread out.
Yeah. Alright, so we were talking in between turns, and found out I made a very, very bad tactical error. I was thinking the Scarabs lost their jump infantry, which they did from the previous codex. I was thinking the Wraiths did as well, but actually they do have jump infantry, so I moved them 6 inches less than they should have last turn.
Yeah, so they would be on me.
Yeah, kind of glad that did happen though, because he actually would have been in range of shooting my Wraiths with everything if I had actually moved out that much farther though.
Yeah, it would have blasted them to pieces probably, because I had all these and all my Maltas, so we'll see. It might have been good, but it might have been bad, so I guess we'll see how it goes on. So bottom of 2. Alrighty, this turn, his lightning hit the Banshees, right?
Yes.
Missed everything else, fortunately. Killed 3 of them. They failed their leadership in the end of the shooting phase, so they're running around to go through this little gap here. Onik here moved forward, tried to possess a vehicle, was out of range, tried to shoot them, made it, but we realized he can't because he moved 12 inches, and he's a passenger.
Yeah, because it's this Walker Squadron, I had to target one of the 3, because it says I can only possess 1 at a time. I chose one that was 16 inches away, and for my night fight, I got 15 inches.
Yeah, so not quite. Wraiths jumped over, and they're hiding and waiting so that I don't get a lot of shots off on them, and I can't move forward. Scarabs ran around to hide also, so I've got another turn before I have to worry about those.
Yeah. Kind of trying to plan ahead for the Banshees, which I didn't really need to bother with at the moment.
Yeah, because they died from lightning and they're running away. Over here, those also jumped over and hid those Wraiths, so they're going to be on me next turn, but I can't really hit them hard this turn. This one moved over. It shot at this guy, didn't do anything. That one shot at these, wasn't in range. The other one shot at this. It only did 4 wounds, and with my 3+ with rerolls and my 4+ feel no pain, I still lost 2 of them. So 1 out of 18, and I lost 2 out of 4. So that was kind of frustrating, but I lost. So I lost 2 of those guys. It lightning arced over to him. I saved the 1 wounded did, and it jumped over to these 2, and it killed 4 of them, which is awful. Or 3 of them, killed 3 of them, but they passed their leadership at least. But
yeah, did 4 wounds and 3
yeah, lost 3 fire dragons from a stupid arc. So that's pretty much it. Right now he's obviously winning. This is my casualties. I've killed 3 scarab bases. It's still 0 kill points to 0, but I obviously can't do too much to him right now. So going to turn 3. Alright, so top of turn 3. I killed a model. A model. All this crap moved back and across, back and across, back and across. They only moved like 2, but they got a good run. So everything moved back and across to kind of make this giant line with my army, since he's trying to hang back and shoot me with that and then pincer me with the race and the scarab. So I'm not falling for that trap, but he didn't roll far enough to get away, so I'm like, he's going to take all of those wraiths by himself. Sure. It's not going to go well. So these wraiths here, I shot at them with these. I did like a wound, and then shot them with these 2. 2 of them could see the wraiths, and did pretty good there. I killed 1 and did 2 wounds to the other ones. So he has 2 different kinds of allocation in there. So that was good. At least I killed a wraith. Nothing I can really hurt him with anywhere near here. So he shot into them. They were doomed, and thank goodness, because I got it on target and rolled 3 1s out of 4 wounds, and re-rolled it, made them all. He failed 1. And both of these shot at him. That one was out of spotting distance. That one was in. Did a wound, but he saved it with the instant death, so he just lost 1 wound in that squad, and that's it. And they're fearless, so I can't use pinning on them or anything weird like that. So I think that's pretty much my turn. That's pretty much all I did was run away. So,
sir, so far you have completely killed 3 scarabs and 1 wraith.
Indeed. And he just killed that right there. He's about to pincer me, right? So turn 4.
I like
or bottom of 3, rather.
To the wall.
And one more thing. His lightning actually stopped. Even with his reroll from his chronometron, and he used his solar pulse this turn to make a night fighting for me, so no more night fighting after this.
Yep. I need a 4 to make the lightning go on. I roll double 3s.
Alrighty, so bottom of 3. Alright, this was bottom of 3, so we're going to go into 4 here. He kind of made his pounce move this turn. These jumped forward, they ran this way, so he knew they couldn't get in combat, so he just tried to avoid some of this mess. Those moved forward. They were about 2 inches out to be able to assault here. They rolled a 6, so 12 inches assault. This fool here tried to possess the vehicle and actually failed, but then he hit and wrecked one with his tachyon arrow, so that kind of sucked. So I've got 2 of those left.
His vehicle also killed one of the guys in the back.
Oh yeah, his vehicle shot and killed one of those black guardians there, and he shot into these and like arced all over crap and killed a bunch of stuff. He didn't kill any of these. He killed like 1 or 2 of them and a few banshees. I think that was it. And he shot both of those Eldritch Lances into him, and actually hit and wounded with both of them. Despite my snazzy toughness 8, but I made one of my invulnerable saves, so he took 1 wound. Charged into combat and rolled incredibly poorly. Like, horribly bad.
Majority of my rolls were 1s and 2s.
And the ones he did hit with, he didn't do a single wound.
Yeah, I had 20 attacks on the charge with the guys that could go before the Wraith Lord. Of those 20 attacks, only 5 hit.
Yeah, and he needed 6s to wound me, which would also be rending, but he didn't even get 1. So I did 3 wounds back with strength 10. He failed 1, so I won by 2.
Yeah, I passed both my fearless saves.
Yeah, so he's holding up pretty good because Steve can't roll right now. So let's see if we can take advantage of that in turn 4. So going to top of 4. Okay, this was top of 4. Fortune, feel no pain. Fortuned, doomed, which that doom was quite handy. These moved forward, charged into combat to help out. This was a disappointing, stupid combat. He ended up doing 2 wounds to me this turn with the Wraiths, and I made one of mine vulnerable, so I took a wound. But these ones both charged. They both had 3 attacks apiece. And he had, he has his rerolls to hit or whatever, and they're all strength 10, and he made all of his invulnerable saves for his instant death, so I didn't do anything to this, and he did 1 wound there, but they made all their fearless. All this crap just ran around and moved. These moved over, shot at the Wraiths. Only 2 of them were in range. They didn't do anything, because he saved them both. These moved up. I was hoping I was in range of this. Only the leader and 1 other one was, and neither one of them did anything. These Guardians back here, man, they were on fire. Got a really good hit on them on the Wraiths. Did like 12 wounds, I think, and they killed a few. Next squad shot at the Wraiths, killed them down to 1 guy. So these 2 fired into the Scarabs with some of the Wraiths out of the way underneath that, no cover, and he made 3 of his saves, but I killed 4 of them, so this whole side here kind of got hit pretty hard, so they might end up just running away to save kill points.
Yeah, that and every single Scarab base has died from an instant death shot, so I could not use my 3 wounds.
Yeah, only shooting strength 6 at him.
That's exactly why I need to die.
Yep, so that's pretty much all I did. So going to turn 5, still no kill points given up on either side. I'm possibly going to lose one there, and he might lose that one if he doesn't get far enough away. Same thing with the Scarabs, but those are going to be pretty easy to hide, so going to it's bottom of 4 now.
So right now I'm really ticked off. For the sake of my life, I cannot remember that a Wraith moves 12 inches. I keep thinking 6 inches plus a run. That's all I can remember for some reason.
Yeah,
I must be thinking the previous edition because it's not connecting in my brain until after it's too late.
Alright, so that was bottom of 4, so we're going to be going to 5 here. Let's see, he moved this back just a little bit to possess one of these. Failed again, somehow. Shot into these and killed one, I think. And then Wraiths and Scarabs ran back.
Try not to give up a kill point, because we can't get one from either one of us yet.
Yeah, so far it's 0 kill points to 0 kill points. I have a feeling it's going to end up being around 2 to 2 by the end of this, so every kill point matters a lot. Unfortunately, my minus stuff can't run away that effectively. So over here, he's kind of pushed into this thing to start blasting my infantry to pieces. So both of these fired into like these things, trying to get as many arcs as possible. I actually made a ton of my saves though, so that was really fortunate.
Yeah, he did like 6 wounds to one squad. He saved like 5 of the 6.
Yeah, he did a bunch of them. He shot them with one of them, and I saved all but one, which was fantastic. He shot his lances at these, only one hit. The one that did hit penetrated, but only shook it. And then this shot did, and pretty much I saved a lot of stuff. Over here in combat, all of these failed to even hit with any other attacks. He actually did 2 wounds and he failed one, so he killed a Wraith finally. Woo! And he did not even 1/6 again back, so his rolls are on and off and on and off. And he failed one of his 2 fearless wounds, but those won't really end up mattering. So pretty much it. So going to 5, this could be last round, and we're fighting for every last little scrap of a kill point we can get our hands on. So, all right. So this turn, these guys move forward. I got 4 of them in there. Still rolled nothing but 1s and 2s for armor pen into that, so nothing. Over here, let's see. Both of these shot into the Wraith, did a few wounds there, like 3 or 4, he failed one. And then I had to shoot this one because I didn't finish it off, so this one with Guide did 8 wounds, which was fantastic, and killed that Wraith quite easily. So, first kill point of the game was that Wraith. Over here, these guys had moved up, everything else kind of shuffled around. These guys had moved up, he fired, the X-Arc was in range of that arc, he shot at it, did nothing. Rolled another one for my armor pen, so Fire Dragons have been useless this game. These guys, though, they were all in range of that arc, and they blew the crap up and killed a few things around it, but they passed their pinning and their leadership.
Yeah, his Wraith Guard's got a 6 for moves through cover.
Yeah, it was a good turn. And then over here in combat, as you can see, all the Wraiths are dead. These 2 got to go first. They did 1 or 2 wounds. He failed one on one that was already 1 wound down, so nothing big there. And then he did 3 wounds to the 3 remaining ones at initiative, because he fought at initiative 1 because of the whip coils. And he failed all 3 of his invulnerable saves, so I actually managed to somehow kill 4 Wraiths that turn, but none the other turn, and he didn't even do a single wound back, because he's rolling kind of crappy there, so actually got 3 kill points this turn, and so right now it's 3-0. They're all from this turn, so, but he has pretty good retaliation coming, hopefully.
I hope so, because that was absolutely terrible on dice rolls.
Yeah. So, going to bottom of 5. Could be last turn. Okay, this turn is bottom of 5. Moved all this stuff forward to just rapid fire the crap out of me. All of these rapid fired and shot their 2 lancers into this squad. I lost none. 3+ with rerolls and feel no pain and toughness 6. It's hard to do, but he failed both of his. He didn't even hit with his lances. So one of these shot into them, did nothing but arced out, killed 2 fire dragons, which actually ended up mattering quite a bit because then this one just shot the fire dragons, did 5 wounds. I went to ground and lost both of them anyway. So lost that kill point there, but they died, so it couldn't arc. So those guys are safe for now. Not for long, though. I have a lot of units that are almost dead. So over here, he tried yet again for a 3rd time to do something to this with his possessed vehicle thing and failed to hit with a 3 again. So
yeah, my possessions rolled, I think, 3 2s, and he won this game.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. And then his gunshot at these did 1 wound, and I saved that too. So lost that Fire Dragon squad, and want to roll to see if it goes on.
I'm actually hoping it'll end here, even though I lose.
You don't want to lose by more. Yeah,
3 we go on.
We go on. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So this round, kind of hid them some more. Hid them. These moved back this way finally, and these all kind of shifted down. Fire dragons actually got pretty lucky. They all did not, even though they were all in range, they all still didn't even do a single 5 to glance. But the Exarch was finally in his double range with his fire pike and took down that vehicle. And he got out, and only one guy could even see him, so I didn't bother shooting at him. So Anakur's still fine. He passes pinning. Both cannons fired into the squad that was over here by the wraiths here. He moved forward. Everything here moved forward. So he moved forward to assault, and I actually managed to kill enough of those because he failed every single save that he fell back. So they're falling back, can't regroup, and he was able to charge the one annihilation barge and kill that pretty handily. These two, this one fired 2 flamers into the doomed squad in the center, killed almost all of them, and then I finished them off with these here, and so that whole squad died. This one fired both its guns into this, didn't do anything there, and charged into combat. In combat I did 3 wounds, he did none back. None of them got back up, but he passed his leadership with insane courage. So right now as it stands, picked up quite a few kill points this turn. His rolls have pretty much fallen off the face of a cliff. Alrighty, this turn. He moved, they had to run back, he moved that over, and that just turned and shot. And this guy got out over here and attacked these guardians. I actually managed a wound on him. Very luckily, I needed 6 to wound, and then he failed one of his 2 saves that I did. But then he killed 3 back, and somehow I made my leadership of 6 with a 3. So he still fight these guardians, but he's gonna kick the snot out of them. Yeah. So that might end up being a kill point if we go on. Over here, he shot this into that, and actually did 2 wounds, and that was terrifying because he had 2 left. The first save I rolled a 2, so he took a wound because I didn't fortune him last turn. And I didn't feel no pain either. And then the second wound I actually made with a 6. So, and then he shot this at it and rolled 2 5s. He needed 6s to wound. And then he shot this lance at it, which would have only been an invulnerable save, and he actually failed to hit with it. So it was really stressful, but he somehow didn't go down. So, do you want to? Oh, in this combat here, I did a few wounds. He lost 2, and 1 got back up. I didn't overrun him. He did 2 wounds back, and I saved both of them. So, you want to roll? See if we go on. 4+ now. We don't. Well, good game.
Thank you for game, man.
We're going to add that up.
Yeah, the last couple turns, just devastating.
Yeah, it was really on the wire. Like, one bad move on my part, and I would have been rolled, and same and vice versa. And then he had 1 bad turn of saves, and that was the end of it. So
yeah, the 1 bad turn of saves screwed my whole army over. Just if I pull back, I'd be wasting time and effort. I wouldn't be killing anything. I push forward. This happens. Might as well go for a long shot than do nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was both of our armies they're very similar. We're both 24-inch threat range for the most part. We both have a few really hard-hitting units in combat, like these things here. I had the Banshees, and he's got the Wraiths and the Scarabs. So we're really similar the way that both of our armies play. So really, I feel like we both played really smart, and it came down to that combat where he failed those Wraith saves, freed up my Wraith Lords just in time to get into the middle and clear that out. So, but we'll go ahead and add up. I'm pretty sure I got this one, so we'll see. Okay, so end result. I ended up killing 7. Between like the Ark and the Wraiths and the Warriors and all that. The only one he got from me was the Fire Dragons that were back here. We thought he had some more, but like those are almost dead. Those are almost dead. Those are almost dead. He's got 1 wound left, so he did kill a good third to half of my army, just not completely killed squads because it's footdar. It's hard. So final result, I got a win there, but he still got. We forgot like ammo text back behind that bastion the whole game. I forgot he even existed.
You want to make sure he didn't get pot-shotted by all the lances and all kinds of other good long-range stuff.
Yeah, so, well, overall it was a good game. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. Pretty snazzy. Thanks a lot for the game.
Thank you for the game, man. Right, and ammo tech, all kinds of little fun shenanigans. You guys may see large base, any tournament standard problems, pop them right off with a magnet.
Fantastic. So we're probably going to both go back, do a few changes, get ready for the tournament at Dragon's Horde, and let you know how that goes. It's going to be at the end of the month at, I think, the 30th, so keep an eye out for that.